ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਸੂਰਾ ਸੋ ਪਹਿਚਾਣੀਐ ਜੋ ਲਰੇ ਦੀਨ ਕੇ ਹੇਤ। ਪੁਰਜਾ ਪੁਰਜਾ ਕਟ ਮਰੈ ਕਬਹੂ ਨ ਛਾਡੇ ਖੇਤ। ਪੁਰਜਾ ਪੁਰਜਾ ਕਟ ਮਰੈ ਕਬਹੂ ਨ ਛਾਡੇ ਖੇਤ। ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਸਭ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਈ ਨੇ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਗੁਰਫਤਿਹ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀ ਜੀ। ਸਭ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਈ ਆਖੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਵੀਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਦਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕੁਝ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨੇ ਹਨ, ਸੋ ਦਾਸ ਖਿਮਾ ਦਾ ਜਾਚਕ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ, ਦਾਸ ਚਰਨਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਮਾਫੀ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਹੈ। So today the organisers have asked me to speak about the facts and fiction of 1984. What are the myths created by the Indian government and what really happened? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to source three sources that I'm going to refer to throughout the talk. I'm only going to take 5 minutes of your time, but the three sources or the three documents I'm going to continuously refer to is one, the Indian government white paper of July 1984 on the Punjab agitation. The second document will be the memoirs of Gyani Zail Singh, the President of India. And the third document will be Tully and Jacob's book. So these are the three sort of documents I'm going to refer to. Now, in terms of the Indian government, their narrative was that the Talmud Morcha and the Anandpur Sahib resolution was a separatist movement. Now, in terms of the white paper, on page 23 in the government white paper, they say that a movement was started in the name of grievances of all Punjabis. So that's the India government saying that. It was in all grievances of all Punjabis, so that's everyone in Punjab, that Anandpur Sahib resolution was started to the movement. So that's the Indian government saying that. In the memoirs of Gyani Zail Singh on page 166, he says the document was asking for greater autonomy of the states in a federal framework. So that's the President of India saying that. In terms of the movement of the Anandpur Sahib resolution, in terms of implementation, from 1982 to 1984, the Sikh Qawm started a Talmud Morcha. That was a civil rights movement based upon asking for more political autonomy, civic rights and economic reforms in Punjab that would improve the living and offset of the whole of the Punjabi people. Obviously, it's called an Anandpur Sahib resolution, so the Sikhs were asking for kirpa, for more freedom for themselves to practice their faith. So that's a part of the constitution of that as well. In terms of what the Indian government started then doing, on page 169 of the memoirs of Gyani Zail Singh, he admits himself that the Punjab government started killing protesters. So the Punjab government started killing protesters who were peacefully protesting. That's the President of India saying that. Tully and Jacob, on page 106, they say the Chief Minister, Darbara Singh, admitted to them that fake encounters had started where the police would extrajudicially kill Sikhs who were part of the freedom struggle. So that's pre-1984. We talk a lot about fake encounters after 1984, but that was pre-1984. These things were occurring. So state terrorism had started from that point on. In terms of the communal accusation of separatism and communal tiff, so what they're saying is that the Sikhs were against the Hindu Qawm and it was a rift between the two communities. Yet KPS Gill, the person we call the butcher of the Sikhs, the Director General of the Police of Punjab during the movement, in his own book, he says between 1981 to 1993, more than 61% of the deaths during the militancy were Sikhs. That's the Punjab population. 61% of the Punjab is Sikhs. So how was the communal difference? The deaths were paritative. They're on the same level as Hindus and Sikhs who died in Punjab. So how were Hindus dying on a more of a higher level during militancy even? In terms of Sant Janal Singh, Gomme Babbe, what Sant Janal Singh was portrayed by the Indian media at that time as a terrorist, and other Sikhs were terrorists, and there's a law and order problem in Punjab which is based on a pack of lies. In terms of Sant Janal Singh, Sant Ji courted arrest in 1981 and he was never charged, he was freed. So if he courted arrest in 1981, why wouldn't he court arrest again? In terms of the Gurdwara attacked, in the attack, 42 other Gurdwara were attacked, and the Indian government white paper says that on the 5th of June, 42 other Gurdwara were simultaneously attacked. So Sant Janal Singh didn't exist in those other 42 Gurdwara. So their argument is that this militancy was widespread in the whole of the Sikh community and they needed to abolish this militancy in the whole of the Sikh community in 42 other Gurdwara. Yet they say it was to flush out these so-called extremists. Now, Gyani Zail Singh says in his own book, again, in his own memoirs, that on the 5th of June, the attack was launched on Darbar Sahib and no warning was given. The Indian government says repeatedly warnings were given. Gyani Zal Singh, the President of India, admits that no warning was given. Now, in terms of, again, this accusation that our Qawm has now started to believe Sant Jarnail Singh Congress the agent si. Gyani Zal Singh ne apni kitab ch Pradhan Rashtrapati ne aap kiya khud ke Dalit Jacob, Mark Tully, who's BBC correspondent in his book, and Jacob, Satish Jacob, on page 290, they say that this was done by Sant Jarnail Singh. Sant Jarnail Singh was put up by the Congress government and he was an agent. Now, page 290, of the memoirs, Gyani Zal Singh says, no, that's a complete lie. I had no link with Sant Jarnail Singh. I never spoke to the guy, and it's just a theory that was put about to defame him. So that's, again, the President of India saying that. In terms of the attack, on the 2nd of June 1984, Indira Gandhi goes on to Indian TV, national TV, and says that we are appealing for calm in Punjab, yet she'd sent 70,000 army troops into Punjab. Punjab was closed off, the media was cut off, and 15,000 army members were put around Darbar Sahib. So she's going on TV saying that, yet the attack had started on the 1st by the BSF and the CRPF. They'd already started firing on the 1st of June. On the 2nd of June, the Akal Takht Jathadar, Gyani Kirpal Singh, gives a sandesh from the Akal Takht to say that the Sikhs, on the 2nd of June, he says the Sikhs now need to pick up Hathiyar and fight back. The army is now attacking. So Sant Jarnail Singh and the Singhs inside had a mandate from the Akal Takht Jathadar to fight back. Haje asi aj tak kehinde hai ki Santa ne kyun uthe ghar banaya. Akal Takht de Jathadar ne 2 June nu aap khud kiha ki Hathiyar chakko te inna nal sangharsh karo hon. ਇਹ ਭੁਲੇਖੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੂਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਪੈਣੇ 31 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੁਜ਼ਾਹਰੇ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਫੀ ਵੀ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਪੂਰੇ ਸੁਤੰਤਰ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਸਚਾਈ ਮੋੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਈ ਉਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਬਾਅ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ In terms of the Sikhs who were in the Darbar, in the Akal Takht Sahib, they fought back on the tradition of the 6th Guru, Sri Guru Hargobind Sahib. When Sri Guru Hargobind Sahib sets up the Akal Takht, he says, bring horses and bring arms. He asks for arms to be brought to the Akal Takht Sahib. People like Brad come to the UK on radio shows and say, well, why did they use modern artillery? Why did they use bombs? That isn't what Sri Guru Hargobind Sahib did. Sorry, wait there, Mr. Brad. If you go from a Darbar Sahib, walk 15 minutes behind Akal Takht Sahib in a straight line, and you get to a Godra called Logar Sahib. Logar Sahib utte marzi top pei a. Topak Tabar Artir, 10वें Pasha ne kiya, 10 Granth. Topak is a gun. So why in those Shastra? If the Sikhs were being attacked prior to 1984, fake encounters are occurring. Sant Jarnail Singh, even Gyani Zal Singh in his book also goes to the extent to say Sant Jarnail Singh had licensed weapons. So why couldn't he carry those weapons? That's what Gyani Zal Singh says, the President of India. So I'm using their sources to say to the Sikhs, use their own sources against them. We don't need to put our own narrative. They use the Indian government, it's there for us. From the 3rd to the 6th of June, Surbir Yodhya ne loha liya ona naal. Tene din ona ko kaaboo nahi hoye. They had to bring tanks, they had to bring helicopters, they had to use artillery, bombing and bombardment behind the Akal Takht Sahib because it was a killing ground. That's what it says in the white paper, the Indian government, they say in front of the Akal Takht it was a killing ground. The Sikhs in the Akal Takht fought like Jodhe. Now what our job is after this point on, we need to bring this narrative to the rest of the world. That's why we call these events, that's why they're done. The Siane have done their job with the last 30 years. As Najwan of this Qawm and Piri, we do not need to fight or interfight between ourselves. We need to get together on one platform and take this mission forward. Pulchuk di khema das koi kisi de shaan vich khilaf bolya hoga koi vad chak pulchuk maaf karni a deho sajna sistriyan jo hove sahib se mel waheguru ji ka khalsa waheguru ji ki fateh